question 3. Here is the information panel in Adele's car at the end of a journey. Estimate the distance in kilometres that she has travelled. Show how you obtained your estimate. Okay, so there's no exact answer here because we're estimating. But if I was doing this, I would say 3 hours and 45 minutes is pretty much 4 hours. And 77 kilometres an hour is pretty much 80 kilometres an hour. So to find a distance given time and speed, I just multiply the time by the speed that we've been travelling at. So 4 times by 80 gives 320. And that will be kilometres. Again, you could have done that a couple of different ways. 3.5 times 80 as well would have given you a reasonably sensible answer. Part B, calculate the distance she has travelled. So this time we've got to use our calculators to find the actual distance. 3 hours and 45 minutes is 3 3/4 hours. So it's going to be 3 3/4, which on a calculator we need to use the decimal, which would be 0.75. So it will be 3.75 multiplied by our speed, which is 77. When we put that into our calculator, 3.75 times 77 gives us 273.35. Part C. This table summarises the weights of 25 cars. Calculate an estimate of the mean weight of these cars. So again, we're estimating here because we don't know the actual weight of the cars, we only know the groups that they fall in. So first of all, we need to start by finding the midpoint of each of these groups. So the midpoint, halfway between 800 and 900, will be 850. Halfway between 900 and 1000 is 950. And again, 1050. You'll notice a pattern here, they're just going up by 100 each time. Okay, so now we need another column, which is going to be the midpoint times by the frequency. So 850 times 1 is 850. 950 times 2 is 1900. 1050 times 4 is 4200. 1150 times 3, 3450. 1250 times 7 is 8750. 1350 times 3 gives us 4050. And finally, 1450 times 5 is 7250. So now we just need to use these to work out the answer. We need to add up the total of the midpoint times the frequency. Again, do that on your calculator. It gives you 30,450. So to find an average, all you do is add them all up, which we've done, and divide by how many there are. Now there are, if you look back at the top of the question, it says the weights of 25 cars. So we're going to be dividing that by 25. And if we do that on our calculator, we get 1,218. Which, if we look back at the data, we'll put it somewhere in and around here, which roughly makes sense.